Hi everyone, welcome to my top 10 anime recommendation for the fall of 2016. In this video I'll be giving a brief description of each anime and following it will be a quick preview of what the anime will look like. Before we begin, I'd like to inform that there is no order to this listing since the anime I'm recommending has not aired yet, so there's no way of grading them from greatest to least. Now with no further ado, let's begin. First on my list is Yuri on Ice. This is categorized as a sports anime and tells the story of a boy named Yuri Katsuki, a man who wants to win the Grand Prix final ice skating competition. But sadly he suffers a complete loss and has to return home a failure. The rest of the anime continues by telling his story of redemption and what he goes through to get his confidence back and get back out there in the world of ice skating. Next on my list is Shumatsu no Izeta, or The Last Witch. This is categorized as an action, military, historical-based anime and takes place during Germania's 1938 invasion of its European neighbors. This anime follows a girl named Izeta, who is the last of a clan of witches, as she travels across Europe in hiding, and her struggle to remain independent as she prepares for an invasion.
西暦1940年、少女は戦場をかける。終末のイゼッタ。
Next is Trickster, which is categorized as a mystery anime and takes place in the year 2030, a time where a group called the Detective Boys are assembled under a mysterious detective named Kokoro Akeshi. This group goes out to solve many small and large incidents and murders. However, it isn't until they meet a boy named Kobayashi that they get close to solving their biggest case yet. Next is Drifters. This is categorized as an action, fantasy, adventure, samurai anime and has to do with a man named Toyohisa, who is a great warrior and in battle he is mortally wounded. Then suddenly he is transported to a set of doors where a man by a desk is there waiting for him. The man then tells him to go to the nearest door where he is transported to another world. Then he meets another set of great warriors beside him and is told that he is now part of a group called Drifters. Up next on my list is Non-Baka, or The Numbers. There's not much to say about this anime. It's something I'm really looking forward to seeing. It's a super exciting action comedy starring the inmates and guards of the world's most formidable prison. Up next is Lost Mirage. This anime is categorized as a card game anime, which is one of my favorite genres. It involves our two main characters named Suzuku and Shinatsu, who get involved in a particularly popular trading card game named WixOS. In this game, players receive cards which contain fighters inside which they use to battle against each other. Girls who own cards that have the special capabilities like communicating with them are called selectors, and these selectors are given a chance to have their wishes granted. However, if they lose more than 3 battles, their wishes get reversed into cursed. What will become of our Next on my list is Kuouhou, or Hip Whip Girl. This is an anime that caught my attention immediately as I first saw it. It is categorized as an ecchi shonen sports anime and is about a girl named Nozomi who is an exceptional gymnast. She is so good that colleges from all over the world are seeking her out. Sadly for them, she has other plans. Since to her, money is everything, and why would she waste it on college? She plans to use her skills in a gambling sport called Kuouhou, and the idea of this sport is to have women standing on a platform and push each other off. However, here's the thing. They can only use their boobs and butt to push each other off. Yeah, that should make some interesting scenes. Here's a quick
強い人がいっぱいおる。形状ってすごい。
形状とは尻に始まり尻に帰る。
ここからうちのサクセスロードが始まるんやな。タワーマンションに住んで高級車に乗ってごっつ食べ放題や。相手よりも速いスピードと尻数の多さで戦うのが合っているかもね。豊口のんです。これからよろしくお願いいたします。私青葉風音。今年の生徒たちいい感じじゃない？もっともっと強い一撃を。目の前の壁を乗り越えたいんだ。
Next on my list, we have Ajin Season 2, which is the continuation of the anime series Ajin, which is a story about a boy named Kia who is considered an Ajin, which are a mysterious race of immortal humans that appeared in Africa 17 years ago and are considered a threat against humanity. All those who are discovered must be taken into custody and sentenced to be studied.
アジンは国内3件目のアジンって人間じゃないんですか？アジンの実験だ。証券はどうなってる？アジンが逃走。貴重なサンプルだ。アジン狩りだ。軍事兵器の性能テストだ。これは国家レベルの案件です。逃がすわけにはいかんよ。我々は武力によって住みよい国づくりをスタートさせる。あいつは野放しにしちゃいけない。逃げるのは終わりだ。
Following Ajin, we have Bungo Stray Dogs Season 2. This anime involves a boy named Atasushi who has recently been kicked out of his orphanage and now has no place to go and nothing to eat. On the brink of starvation, he finds himself at a riverbank where he meets a man who rescues him. This man is a part of a special detective agency where everyone has supernatural powers, and they deal with cases that are far too dangerous for the police and military to handle.
見捨てられながら生きてきた。泣くことすら許されず、誰からも認められず、人間としての居場所もなく。
起きろ少年！
Lastly on this list, we have Haikyuu 3rd Season, which is a continuation of the Haikyuu series. This is the anime that got me interested into the sports genre. It is about a boy named Hinata who was inspired after watching a volleyball match to revive his school's volleyball club. Sadly, after their first match, they were dominated by a player named Kagayama, and after that day, Hinata vows to surpass Kagayama. However, after graduating middle school and entering his high school's volleyball team, he soon discovers that his sworn rival Kagayama is now his teammate. Will they learn to work together? Will they be able to become the #1 team of them all? The only way to find out is to watch, so stay tuned. Well, that wraps up the end of my video, but before I leave, I'd like to take some time to thank you all for watching, since this was the first ever YouTube video I've ever made. And I'd like to say to please comment, like, and subscribe if you want me to make some more anime recommendations.